Hey, it's Fredo Saga. Live your own truth to create your own saga. So here we're gonna talk about how the law of assumption works. What is the law of assumption? The law of assumption is basically an impact, a mind tool to just manipulate yourself in a way where you're controlling your thoughts in a sense where all your desires have been fulfilled already, as if you're living as your desires have already been succeeded, has already been here in your own reality in the present moment, creating that sense, creating that realm that you live in this world where your reality has been created just right now at the current moment, right? And yeah, I'm just here to break it down on the way in a specific strategy, how people use it, and then the mind tool to automatically take advantage of this. You need to take advantage of your mind. You need to take advantage and use the power of the mind, right? Because the power of the mind creates a lot of strategic thoughts that we can use to overturn them now into a simple reality to create on who we are and implement on what we want in real life. And all it is, simply all it is, it comes from the imagination. That's why all of us, we have the power of imagination because we can create anything out of nothing, right? So at the end of the day, I'm here to just shout out Neville Goddard. He's the one who's created the law of assumption. He is a cosmic philosopher. He is one of those people that have studied this, have really put in their time and researched the mind, and just in ancient books or just in general, just have found profound ways to unlock our potential in a way where we don't have to, you know, overwork ourselves, stay in the box, stay in the matrix, whatever you want to call it, right? And automatically open ourselves into new opportunities in our own life because everybody here in this world deserves to live their own life, right? But it's just the way how we program our own minds in our own way, in our own self-conscious, right? So Neville Goddard, the concept philosopher, you just look him up, man, research him. He knows more about this than me, obviously. He knows it more than most of the people, right? But at the end of the day, everything matters. All this information matters, but it doesn't matter if you don't implement it, right? So look, first of all, what I want to make sure you understand is that the placebo effect works as a no, the law of assumption works as a placebo effect. What is a placebo effect, right? So a placebo effect is believing something that is not true, but it comes in reality, right? It's like to think like you right now, you feel really like fever, you feel like a heated state, you feel like your chest is hot, your mind is hot, but at the end of the day, it's probably because you're overheating, right? But now you start thinking to yourself that, damn, I have a fever, I'm sick, I'm sick, and you keep telling yourself this, all this stuff, and then you make it a reality. Now you actually start feeling fever because now you manipulated your mind thinking that you were ill, but you were never not. You were just overheated by being outside a lot, right? So it's basically just lying to yourself in a way where you're not conscious enough if it's true or not, but you still believe in it so much that it comes true. So it's like the placebo effect, right? Believing something that isn't true. You need to make sure you use the placebo effect on your own desires. Believing on the desires, making them sure that they're already real right now. It's like me. It's like if I was to imagine myself thinking that I'm talking to 10 millions of people right now in my life, right? But the thing is, I'm believing it so hard that it later comes in conscious time. It all comes together in alignment that I'm actually talking to millions of people, right? So it's kind of like a placebo effect. I just wanted to make sure I inform you on that because if you really wanted a good idea of how this works, it works like a placebo effect. And placebo effect works on a lot of things. It works when you're driving, it works when you're running, it works when you're playing a game because you believe on so many stuff that you actually make it true, right? So look, also this is a new strategy. So how can I implement the law of attraction? The law of assumption. I mean, how can I do this? How can I put this concept? Really simple. Doesn't take more than 2 minutes, right? So first of all, you need to relax. That's the first step. Relax. You cannot do this in a panic state. You cannot do this in a worry state or stress state. You need to do this in a relaxed state. You need to be relaxed and be just let go of everything and just being right now. which is taking three deep breaths, or just relaxing wherever you relax, and then you need to say a relative's name. Just say a relative's name. It could be a friend, a family member, or anything, right? Just say a relative's name, right? And then once you say it, have an inner conversation for 5 to 6 seconds. Just talk to him, see, hey, how you doing, man? I'm just being alright. I just want to check up on you, man, because I actually have good news, right? Just tell them, just something like that, because look, you're gonna be telling them the good news about something that you succeeded, right? So hey, man, I just got 1 million subscribers on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I told you, man. I told you it was coming. It was coming. Yeah. And then after you say that, you gotta imagine yourself hearing them congratulate you, and then move forward. So right. Oh, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate it. Thanks for congratulating me. I really appreciate it. So now what you actually doing? You're putting such an imaginative state where it actually happens in real life. It actually can happen in real life, right? So now you're just receiving these congratulations, and now your mindset is believing that you're actually receiving the congratulations. That's how I truly felt when I kept doing this every morning, every night. It felt like it was actually there, and I just felt so happy. I just felt so relieved. I just felt like in that state of acceptance, right? So this is one of the strategies that has been working for me. Automatically has been working for me. This strategy has been increasing my state, has been increasing my frequency, has been increasing myself in a sense where everything is coming in the right time, and I know that the universe is listening to me, right? So look, how can you know specifically what you want? So you need to define your desires in a specific detail. So you see how I said 1 million subscribers, right? I used to see 1 million subscribers like I told you. So I'm making it seem like I've already been telling people, I've already been saying this, I've already been saying that, like in a real state, right? Like in a realistic way. So you need to define the desires in a specific detail. Let's say, for example, you want a $4,000 check, right? But let's be specific. Let's say it's not even a $4,000 check. It's a 4,342 check. It's just specific. Like for no reason, it's just specific because now it's just focusing on much more. It's focusing on much more, and it's being much more detailed instead of you thinking, oh, I'm gonna get $4,000, yeah, in the check. Be specific. You can go that specific so you can make it much more true, and it can make more sense for you, right? So define your desired specific detail. Everything has to be specific and specifically believable and specifically attainable, right? So look, the universe listens and see what you think. So whatever you say to yourself, whatever you think about yourself is an important sense into this. You need to know specifically and analyze yourself, how your mind works during situations, during yourself, during the hardships, during the good ships. Like, how is it that you deal with certain situations, and what do you tell yourself? What do you tell yourself normally? What do you tell yourself? Do you tell yourself good things? Do you tell yourself bad things? Like, what is it that you tell yourself? Because the universe is always going to feed up from that, and you never want to be in a bad state. Whatever you tell yourself and it's negative, hey, it's commanded the universe, so the universe is going to give you what you're commanding, right? But if you tell yourself positive things, that's when it overturns and you get better at what you want to manifest, right? So look, everything you say, I am, this is another one. This is the law of assumption. Everything you say, I am, subconsciously is a command. So now, I am wealthy. I am a famous YouTuber. I am popular. I am popular on my social medias. I am famous in every social platform I have, right? So you see how I'm saying that so naturally? I'm not saying it with no panic state. I'm not saying it in a way where I'm like, I'm famous, I guess. I'm famous. Like, I sound so unsure. No, I don't sound like that. It's been natural for me because I've been programming my mind to say it like it's natural. Like, even as I was to get all these million subscribers, it will be normal for me. I will not overreact. It will be normal for me because I've already been programming myself in a way where I already have achieved everything that I wanted, right? Yeah, so the I am affirmations are really important, and just used in a way that complicity can come in your way in a much more flowing state, right? So Everything you say I am subconsciously, it's always a command no matter what. So if you tell yourself I am a loser, you are a loser. If you tell yourself I am wealthy, it is because you are wealthy. If you tell yourself I am happy, it is because you truly feel happy. And all these things are just gonna keep just compiling into positive assets for yourself, and the way you have trained your mind and to remind yourself in a repetitive way all these commands, right? So I am affirmations. I recommend you to just write down some I am affirmations, or go to your phone and use some reminders. Use the reminder app and just to put those reminders over and over throughout the whole day. Even around 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., all those hours, it needs to be an I am affirmation that you repeat yourself at least 3 times or 5 times in a way where it's going to increase your morale and increase your mental state, right? So look, I just want to end the video with just remind you that don't worry how. Don't always worry about how it's gonna come. How am I gonna do this? Don't overthink it. Just simply go. Don't worry how it goes. Just do it. Like, the universe is not gonna guide you how it works. Like, the story never tells you how the story is gonna be. You need to guide the story. You need to guide yourself. You need to be there in the present moment. You need to make the decisions. You need to consciously make everything a closer step into you succeeding on who you are, right? Because if you don't succeed, and if you don't become this person who just is worrying, if you don't become this person that doesn't care about what's going on, but rather his purpose, that is a man who is truly willing to do anything in order for them to achieve everything, right? So what I'm trying to say is that you need to subconsciously just know what you truly want, and just every decision that you do, every action has to come in alignment with who you're trying to be, because that's how the law of assumption works. You can do all the strategic stuff, but if you're not working, if you're not being disciplined, if you're not being balanced in life, you're basically not achieving anything, right? A lot of people tend to confuse spirituality with confusing, with reminding themselves that, even if they don't work that much, even if they don't stay disciplined, even if they just focus on their alignment actions just for like a limited sort of time, that is not how it works. You need to be disciplined. You need to act as if you are already there, right? If you're a wealthy person will always works on himself, will always work on his business, will always works on his money income, to increase the money income, to increase the changes, to help humanity, to make changes in the world. But truly enough, what is it that you're gonna do in order for you to fulfill this love assumption and make it true, right? What are the decisions they're gonna do? What is the action? What is this discipline that you gotta do, right? So you gotta think alike as your higher self, and you gotta act as if your higher self, right? But it all comes within your actions and the way you think and the way you perceive yourself in the law of assumption. But yeah, just a summary of what we did. A summary of law of assumption is that believing something that is not true, act as if it's already there, right? Assuming the fact that it's gonna come, not questioning yourself, not overthinking, but just acting, just based on acting, right? And having that embracement, and defining the desires in a specific detailed place, and doing the strategic congratulations method, which you say a relative's name, you have an inner conversation for 5-15 seconds, you tell them the good news about something that you succeeded or something that you have right now as a desire, and hear them congratulate you and repeat it until you're satisfied, right? So the universe listens to you, sees what you think, and also pays attention on what you do. And everything you say I am subconsciously, it's a command. So automatically the I am affirmations could change your life. I know it's just words, but words are powerful in the way you make it powerful, yeah? But yeah, man, let's leave the mention expansion. It is Fredo Saga. We leave it up to this. We're gonna put this and implement it into the real world to make it change into our inspired lives. But man, it's Fredo Saga. Live your own truth to create your own saga. Follow my socials. Go to my link on my powerful bio to look at my other social platforms, and just stay in contact with me, man. And stay in contact with me. I do coach. I do other stuff. I do one-on-ones in order for you to fulfill your own dreams and have a better understanding on how the mind tools works and the power of the mind. But let's get it.